American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be coolin' out in the whip, and I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Mama watching television, telling me avoid the system. Hoping I ain't lose religion, texting prayer hands, hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing prophets, mostly yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body, say the man got me on. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? All in my system, been the one I'm kissing. Why might extensions that'll look like expeditions on? Man, it's too loud. Hear me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust us.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Jets. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen now on first down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Got a man on the right sideline. That's McKenzie. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
On first down, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. Muscles him off. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll run. This is Powell. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them down field, you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, this is Rawls. There he goes inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They run with the rookie from Virginia State, Trenton Cannon. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flush to his right. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
3rd down, here's Rawls. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass ball. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's going to sling this deep. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Allen going to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Good.
3rd and 2, Darnold. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Opted to run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And here's Allen to throw again. The left side completion to Jones. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the...
And he'll get in! Touchdown, Buffalo! Thomas Rawls, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Star Latulippe able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. faking the give. Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And now out come the Bills. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Andre Roberts now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, Darnold. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Lorenzo Alexander. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing here on third down, Darnold eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now they are going for it. Darnold. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
They'll hand to Rawls. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jeremiah Tauchu. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. 3 touchdown passes now for the rookie Josh Allen. And the Bills will extend their lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Rawls will try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver.
This is caught at the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
11 more on that one and another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it?
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go again with Rawls. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They give it to Rawls. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
No, check, Patriot! No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Darnold down to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Anunwa, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw is Darnold. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. The Jets on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Star Lotulelei in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he's got a new one. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Darnold from the gun. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's going to air one out. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They start on the ground with Rawls. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Detroit!
From midfield, here's Allen. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. The rookie Josh Allen with his fourth touchdown pass of the contest. And the Bills will extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The tackle credited to Jamal Agnew. The Jets on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. They'll run with Cannon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open.
thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet him a bite, at least in no beamer. I'm Brian